If you're wondering why your team just are not motivated, are not doing the things that you need them to be doing, and just really not feeling sort of part of the team, then this is the one thing that you need to be doing. Absolutely crucial to management, one-to-one meetings. They feel time consuming. I hear so many managers tell me I just don't have time. They take up too much of the job. This is your job. If you're a people manager, this is your job, and these are the things you must be doing. And in this video, I'm going to tell you how to do them and the crucial things you must be thinking about, because this will motivate your team. Hello, my name is Jenefer. I'm the founder of Silk Helix, and we help small business owners with all things people management, HR and employment law. So one-to-one meetings, these are the one thing you really should be doing for your team. Giving your team your time that you can't take back, you can't double up, your time is precious, and to your team that feels like a precious gift that you're giving them. But it's also what you do with that time. So one-to-one meetings are about you as a manager and the individual. They are one-to-one. These meetings are valued. They are about making sure that people feel that they're listened to, feel that they're recognised, they get the feedback that they're looking for. They are important to people, and therefore the first absolute rule is you do not cancel them. Put them in the diary, make sure they're a regular occurrence, decide how regular they're going to be and make sure they happen, and do not cancel these meetings. These meetings are there because they need to be there for your team to feel valued. Make sure there's no distractions in these meetings either. So away from your desks, ideally, in a separate meeting room. We're doing more and more remote working now, so we may see that these meetings are happening via video call rather than face-to-face. Video call is better than telephone call because you do get to see the body language and react to that in having the meeting, but you want to get as close to face-to-face as possible to make sure that you are really recognising someone and valuing them as an individual. And even if you're remote, it would be ideal to be looking to be having some of these meetings face-to-face in person throughout the year. There's real benefits to that connection. And these meetings need to be a reasonable and dedicated length of time. So 30 to 60 minutes, depending on how regularly you have them, will impact the length that they need to be. But don't just do sort of 5 minutes, quick run in, quick, oh yeah, this is where you're at, this is what you've done, and I'm going to run back out again, because then you're not giving your time to the individual. It's not giving you a chance to really talk to them. So you do need to dedicate that time. 30 to 60 minutes is absolutely ideal. In that time, you want to be asking open questions to explore what they're thinking. You want to hear from them where they're at the moment, what roadblocks they're facing, anything that's going on that might be impacting their work. This is your opportunity to find out what's going on from them, so that you've got a better chance of being able to support them to overcome those roadblocks and get them performing at their best. When we dedicate this time to people, people know that if something is going on in their lives that's going to impact work, they're much more likely to open up about it because they know they've got this time where you're available to actually have that conversation. And yes, that isn't the conversation that's going to be happening in most one-to-ones, but when people know it's there, you've got far more opportunity to nip things in the bud and deal with things at the really early stages. You also want to make sure that you are talking about where people are at, whether that's objectives that have been set, expectations through KPIs, key performance indicators. You want to be really clear about what's expected of somebody and where they're at with that and providing feedback. Often people will know themselves where they're at. You may need to provide some of that feedback, but the more that you can explore and understand what they know and what they think, the better you're going to get results from these meetings, because people don't want to sit in front of their manager and be lectured for 30 minutes. That's not what this is about. It's about a flexible conversation that enables you to talk about where someone's at, what they're facing, iron out problems, and also show them that thanks and recognition that people are absolutely craving from work, so that they feel appreciated as an individual within the team. Finally, absolutely crucial, make sure that you're going into these meetings to listen and show that you're listening. So be open to hearing what somebody's saying, not interrupting them, making sure that your body language is showing that you're interested, that you want them to carry on talking, that you are responding to what they're saying. Ask questions to probe a little bit more, find out a little bit more, and just really understand, because that way it gives you the best chance of being able to manage somebody when you're able to show that you understand who that person is. What is it that motivates them? What are the problems that they're facing? How are they trying to work to overcome it? What are they putting into this? All of these things you can hear from the conversations that you have in a one-to-one meeting. So when it comes to motivating your team, absolutely top of the agenda has to be good quality one-to-one meetings. If you're not doing that, get them in place, make them regular, start to build up a habit. Don't worry about how often they are. If it means that we're starting them off at monthly or 6 weekly, just to build up the habit. If you find you need to do them more regularly, then fine. But just start the habit now, and it will make a huge difference to the performance in your business and how your team feel about working for you. If you want to find out more about running one-to-ones, how you make these meetings really effective, being really specific about them, tools for giving really good quality feedback, and asking questions that are open and will help to develop people and get them performing at their absolute best, then my Managing Employee Performance course is for you. There's details on screen now and in the description below, giving you all the information to be able to sign up to that course today. You can start learning and really boost the performance of your team immediately by making some simple changes, all of which are covered in detail in that course. And in the meantime, if you're enjoying my videos and finding them useful, click that subscribe button so you don't miss a single one. Keep up to date with all your hints, tips on all things people management. And if you've got any questions, pop them in the comments below and I will do my best to answer them.